Hello
Uh,
everyone. My name is Patrick, and this is my MMS 102 report. Have you ever noticed how the women you see on TV today are completely different from the ones we see during the black and white shows? That shift didn't happen by accident. Today, for my MMS 1 Auto Report, we're going to explore the four waves of feminism and look at exactly how each wave transformed the way gender is represented in the media. Media acts like a giant mirror for society. It shows us what we believe about gender roles at any given time. But media is also a tool. Have historically used it to break stereotypes and demand equality. To understand this, we divide the feminist movement into four distinct waves, each with its own goals and its own unique impact on what we see on our screens and in our papers. Let's start at the beginning. The first wave, which took place in the late 19th and early 20th century. The first wave media. This wave was all about the basic legal inequalities, specifically the right to vote. If you look at the mainstream newspapers and political cartoons from this time, gender representation was very rigid. Media often painted women who wanted to vote as terrible, neglectful mothers or unnaturally aggressive. This negative media reflected society's fear of women leaving the home because the mainstream media wouldn't represent them fairly. The real impact of the first wave was that women had to create their own media. Suffragists printed their own pamphlets and newspapers to prove that women couldn't be serious political writers and journalists, paving the way for the future. Fast forward to the 1960s through the 1980s, and we hit the second wave. The second wave moved beyond just voting and tackled the workplace, financial independence, and reproductive rights. Perfect example of media from this era is the Mary Tyler Moore show from the 1970s. Before this, TV almost exclusively showed women as housewives, but Mary was a single working woman in a newsroom. Her goal wasn't to find a husband, it was to build a career. This show directly reflects the second wave push for financial independence. Its impact on media was massive. It proved to network executives that audiences actually wanted to watch stories about independent working women. Next is the third wave, spanning the 1990s and the 2000s. This wave introduced intersectionally and girl power. It was about individualism, the idea that you don't have to act like a man to be strong. Think about the 2000 movie Legally Blonde. The main character, Elle Woods, loves the color pink, fashion, and beauty. Historically, media coded these traits as Dead Sea, but Elle is also a genius who graduated from Harvard Law. Illwoods is the ultimate third wave symbol. She reflects the movement goal of reclaiming femininity. The third wave impacted media by allowing female characters to be complex. It taught us that women can be hyper feminine and fiercely intelligent at the very same time. Finally, we arrive at the fourth wave, which started around 2012 and continues today. This is the wave of the internet, digital activism, and the hashtag #MeToo movement. It focuses heavily on calling out systematic sexism and holding people accountable. Look at the 2023 blockbuster film Barbie. Instead of just hinting at sexism, the movie literally uses the word patriarchy and openly critiques the impossible standard placed on women. This reflects the fourth wave direct, no nonsense approach to activism. Thanks to this wave, media has shifted. We aren't just satisfied with saying a strong female lead anymore. We want media that actively question the systematic barriers that those women have to fight against. To conclude, every single wave of feminism has fundamentally changed how gender is represented in media. The first wave gave women a voice in print. The second brought the working women to television. The third wave proved that femininity is not a weakness. And the fourth wave uses digital platforms to challenge the entire system. As our society evolves, the mirror of media will continue to evolve right alongside it. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and you can see the reference I use for the historical timeline of the waves on the screen behind me. Have a great day. Thank you. The following are the image sources I use for this presentation.